And so here, as the story goes, Guhan or Guha, who was the king of that forest, so he was waiting there, the chief of Nishada. And this king, this chief, as soon as he sees them, well, the three of them descend from the chariot, and the charioteer Sumantra, there are four of them totally, and the king says, Swagatam. He Mahabaho, te Swagatam. Tava iyam akhila mahi. This entire land, this entire forest, this entire place is yours. You are the king. You be with us. He declares all his wealth. He declares all that he has brought, the comfort. Even though in the forest, this royal prince is not going to be uncomfortable, and he declares, rule this kingdom. Look, I have brought for you right here all the comforts of the palace that you enjoyed. And you will be fine here. We will be honored. Everything is yours, O Rama. Please accept our gifts and all these foods which are here. These are the hunters. These are my people. All of us are here under your leadership. I hand over my place to you. Understand the approach of the chief and Sri Rama's reply to him. Sri Rama accepts. He tells him, we as Kshatriyas, we rulers are never supposed to accept gifts. Rulers are supposed to give gifts. Only a Brahmana can accept gifts. I am a Kshatriya. We don't accept gifts. But I do accept your sentiment. I take your gift, but I return it back to you. Why? Because I am on a vratam. I am on a vow of living a life in the forest for 14 years. And a vratam is something, it is about living on roots and fruits of the forest. It is about sleeping on the dry grass as my bed, as my mat. It is about wearing clothes which are barks of the trees and deer skin. And therefore, this is my life next 14 years. This is the promise I have given to my father. And therefore, if anything you want to give me, I accept your gift. But not for me, for these horses. Here is a chariot. These are the horses. Please feed these horses. Give them what they require. And I am here on a tapas. And so Guha can say nothing to him. He has to reconcile and be settled with the horses eating all those special foods. And so finally, because Sri Rama is seeing the sacred Ganga, and in honor of the sacred Ganga that he saw, the sacred river, he decides to fast that day. And therefore, and as a vratam towards the goddess, he has only water that day, and in the evening they make a kusha grass, dry grass bed, and then in this forest he stays. And Sita Devi, well, she will do what her husband did. And seeing them, Guha tells Lakshmana, you also take rest. We are all here to watch over you. And Lakshmana, how can I lie down when my older brother is taking rest? How can I lie there besides him? I will watch over him. And Lakshmana did not sleep. Remaining awake, Guha and Lakshmana and Sumantra, they all remain awake and they talk about what has happened. Aggrieved that they are, pained that they are, they express all that has gone wrong. How could a prince be on the ground like this? Thus there is a lot of pain which is being expressed there, and the night passes, the first night away, the second night away really, and next morning when they wake up, well, Sri Rama is ready to send Sumantra away. Sumantra is not ready to go because he wants to continue with Sri Rama. There are arguments. You must see how they argued those days. He argues and justifies how it is no point in going back. Ayodhya is not Ayodhya without you, Sri Rama. Let me be in the forest, let me serve you, let me be available, and so on, so forth. No argument works because Sri Rama is clear. He tells him, you need to go back for them to understand. When they see you back, coming back without me, chariot empty returning, they will believe that we have really gone into the forest. They will want to know where we went. You alone are the link. You have got to assure Mother Kaikeyi. She should not have any doubt that we are just sitting on the outskirts of Ayodhya. You please have to go back and tell them what all happened. That is proof. And so Sumantra is sent back. And then Sri Rama is ready. Ready to do what? Ready to move forward, to cross Gangaji and move into the Dandaka forest. And so remember, from Ayodhya he is moving down. I'll one day send you a map how he travelled from Ayodhya down in central part of India. Nasik and this area is all Dandaka forest those days. And so he is ready to move forward, and Guha is ready to take him across Ganga. He has to cross Gangaji, and therefore they step into this boat, and Guha himself takes Sri Rama, Sita Devi and Lakshmana across Gangaji. And when they reach in the middle of this big river, there is a beautiful prayer of Sita Devi to Ganga. And she prays to the goddess. They all pray to the goddess, and she tells the goddess that I am going towards Dandaka forest. May my husband's pledge be fulfilled. May all go well. And soon may we return to you, crossing you again one more time. And when I come to Ayodhya back to claim the kingdom, I will do all these prayers and worship and whatnot. She has great dream of that return with the blessings of Goddess Ganga. And so with these prayers, seeking success of the 14-year pledge, seeking blessings for all who are in Ayodhya, they cross river Ganga and reach the other side, the Dandaka forest. And when they get there, they are very clear. Sri Rama is very clear. In fact, there is one little detail. His royal, robes and everything was there, but his hair, he wants to be as an ascetic, right? And so you cannot find shampoo in the forest and all that. And therefore, the hair, they would take the sap of this tree, like the banyan tree, and then they would make a knot on top of their hair, and then it remained that way. Even bathing and so on, it remained, it would be, they are called matted locks. Even these days in Rishikesh and some parts, some of these yogis, they create these matted lock of hair. And this way they don't have to comb. They don't have to worry shampooing and so on. Well, Sri Rama and Lakshmana, they have created this matted locks of hair, and they have crossed Gangaji. And first thing, the nearest place is, they go to Sage Bharadwaja's ashram. A very important sage in Valmiki Ramayana. Bharadwaja was, that's why there are people with Bharadwaja Gotram. Many people are there, even today in India, Bharadwaja Gotram. Very important sage who had tremendous gifts, great gifts of seeing the past, the future, and he was very powerful sage. Well, they go to that sage to take blessings and advice. And going there, Sage Bharadwaja receives them, and Guhan and they all, three of them, they meet him, spend time with him, tell him all that has happened, and the sage recommends, where should we go next? What should be our residence? When Sri Rama asks, he talks about going towards Chitrakuta. Chitrakuta is a beautiful mountain. It is about crossing Yamuna Devi, and then near the banks of Yamuna river is this hill called Chitrakoot. And go there and be there. Yamuna Devi, like Gangaji, she is a daughter of Surya Deva. She is considered to be the sister of Yamaraja. And so that's why Yamunotri, Yamunotri has a whole different character from Ganga. Well, from Yamunotri, Yamuna comes like a parallel to Gangaji, and these two are the Shaktis, the goddesses. But Yamuna river's energies are very different from Gangaji. Well, here he says, cross this Yamuna river and you will reach Chitrakuta. Well, this is what they do. They cross Gangaji, and they, with the, Lakshmana makes a raft, and then Sri Rama always had Lakshmana climb in first, bring in Sita Devi onto the raft, and then Sri Rama steps in. He remained at the back, Lakshmana in front. At times he would be in front, Lakshmana at the back, but Sita Devi was always protected from both sides. Well, they enter the raft and they cross, and crossing, tired, they have another night stay, and then they move on towards Chitrakuta.